blocks of health. You have, I think so. The second mission when you get the power to regenerate, and then you get pretty much. You have 4 blocks. You have 4 bars of health. Like 4. You have like a full bar split into 4 smaller sections. If you lose half of that section or a bit, you'll regenerate that whole section again. You lose that section, and then you don't lose any of the next. You still lost that section. You're not going to regenerate. Actually, no. I think you will regenerate that. And then you lose a bit of your next session. So if you lose all of that and a bit of the next one, you only restore up to set like that. The end of the second bar. You won't restore any of the. You won't restore back to full health. And now Resistance 3. Again, even better gameplay. So this series just kept getting better and better. This had PlayStation Move with it, which I haven't actually tried. But you know, this game just gets better. You play as different characters. This time they got rid of the regeneration system completely. It's all just health kits. They went back to the old style. And basically all these games as well, no 2-weapon limit or whatever. You pick up the gun and you keep that gun for the whole game. You get about like 12 guns or something in the first 2. This one I don't remember exactly. Well, I think it's around 12, maybe 13, 14. And so that's really good because you can adapt what guns you want to use in different scenarios. There's again sort of the Command Race in it, which is really nice. I really like the way they've like designed and the like. Definitely great series to pick up. This definitely requires an online pass, so make sure you buy it new, or if you're going to buy it pre-owned, make sure you're ready to buy the pre-owned pass. The multiplayer pass. I haven't actually played multiplayer of this though, so I have no idea how good it is. But judging by the second one, this one also has the sort of co-op mode in it. It'll be really good. I believe. Oh yeah, and this also has split-screen co-op as well if you want to play that with a mate. Saboteur. Didn't really play too much of it. It's another sort of sandbox game. I was really into that one stage, but then I just got really tired of these minus like the best set of games, and like a couple of others. So nothing really to talk about on this game. I should probably get done. I've been going on for about an hour now. Jesus. Centro 2, barely played any of it. It's meant to be really good, but I just really couldn't get into it. Again, no free roam game. Down. Singularity. Really good first-person shooter. I mean, it's slightly better, but it is pretty cool. It has this sort of gimmick to it. Well, I hate using the word gimmick. It has this sort of innovation to it, where you have this device, the TMD, time manipulation device, and it lets you do cool stuff. Like you can sort of speed up time, you can freeze enemies. It's sort of like having plasmids, like you would with Bioshock, which is a funny thing to say because it also did Wolfenstein, which also had that sort of system in it. But yeah, and you can do sort of cool stuff like build and destroy certain objects with it. But what would be really cool if they used it a lot more freely instead of like just sort of more scripted, like use the TMD on very certain parts. But it has a nice atmosphere to it, a sort of horror feeling in some moments. And it's got solid shooting mechanics. And again, it has the sort of thing where... Nope, never mind. I was going to say it has the sort of thing where you can carry... Like, there's no 2-weapon limit. But again, don't quote me on that. I don't remember if there is or not. I might just be mixing this up with Resistance. And also some sort of cool enemies as well. I played this once online. It seemed pretty cool. It was a bit like, Dead Space 2's online. But the problem is I've never found a game since then. So, yeah, I think the community for this is pretty much dead. I'm really gonna stop soon. My throat's just really messing up. And as I said, I'm probably recording this up to like 9. Actually, I'm up to the last couple of games now. Tales of Monkey Island. I don't only got the first one there, but I have all of these. I got them all at once in the complete box. Really cool games, really funny. Point and click, if you don't like point and click games, you probably want to just watch a let's play or walkthrough of this to get the humour out of it, but not have to worry about using the point and click mechanics, or go for a walkthrough as you play it. Whatever. You really should experience this game in whatever way. it does play a bit differently to, I don't remember how 3 or 4 played. They just seem to sort of slip by. And in fact, is this 4 or is this 5? Not even I know. But there's definitely a 3 between these ones. And the 1 and 2, they've really like changed at least how this works. As in, instead of having like basically you use your mouse or whatever to go around the screen, you choose an item and then choose to interact, like use the item as something, or just choose to do a certain action with something. Instead, you just have like a sort of set amount of things you can interact with. You can't like sort of cycle through everything to see what you interact with, because you control it sort of as in if you control like a sort of like adventure, say like, you know, you're just moving around a person in a sort of third person sort of way. Although it's not even third person, it's more sort of a fixed camera. But yeah, definitely experience these games. They're really good, really funny, and you know, if you do like point and clicks, definitely a lot of fun to be had here. And as you know, with point and clicks, it feels nice when you achieve something. And Guys, Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Quite fun game. The single player has it has co-op split screen to it. It's quite fun, but I just think I'm really tired of it because I played through it a bunch. The shooting mechanics are decent. I've had better, and you can like customize your character for the story mode and stuff, and your loadouts, which is pretty nice. And what is really cool in this game is Terrorist Hunt mode, which is pretty much co-op mode. You have to sort of clear out a map full of like a certain amount of terrorists, or defend against them, however you want to play online with a couple of other people. The actual the actual competitive multiplayer for this game isn't that good. And it has the sort of thing where if you're playing single player, you control like these sort of squad members with you. You can use simple commands and stuff, but for the most part, they seem to be fairly capable on their own. And it's not really too complicated how to deal with them anyway, because it's not really that much you can do in terms of actions. Also, Legends Dark Kingdom, haven't played. I only played like the first mission of this. I got it because the PSP games were quite nice, but that could just be because, you know, they were PSP games. You know, they weren't exactly, you know, there wasn't really that much else to do on my PSP at the time, but they were quite fun for what they were. And that was, this is a launch title. The graphics really suffer because of it. I mean, it's so playable, I don't really care too much for the graphics, but just what I've played of it so far, it doesn't seem that great, but I don't know, I definitely need to have more time with this. Why Night Chronicles? Oh, I barely got anywhere in this game. I got through the first little bit. It's very heavy menu based, so if you don't want that, this is not the place to look. I mean, literally every time you level up, you spend about half an hour having to assign to all these different menus, all your different attacks and the like. And it seems okay to start with, but as soon as you finish this first sort of main quest bit, you go into basically, you're like, oh right, let's accept a quest, let's go on this quest, and it takes you to basically an instant, and you team up with other people online, and if you don't, you're pretty much screwed because you can't actually have your other AI components with you, at least as far as I know. And then you get like, you know, you've got 60 minutes to go and do this quest, and it just feels like a really like cheaply done MMO experience, and it's utterly dreadful, that part of the game. And Wolfenstein commented on this bit earlier. And now again with Raven Software, which unfortunately aren't around anymore. Really cool FPS. Again, the multiplayer, not really much to be desired for. No real campaign there. It has the sort of, like I said, you sort of have like the plasmid sort of thing of Bioshock, except for they're not as like effective as like, you know, like as aggressive as plasmids are. They're more sort of things like slow down time and speed up time. You know, go into the sort of like otherworldly thing, increase your armor and that for a certain amount of time. And all that sort of jazz. I mean, it's definitely definitely a fun FPS to play. The shooting is itself as well. It's very good. You definitely can in this one carry a lot of guns, as in the same sort of way as the Resistance does it. as it you keep all the guns shut the entire game. And it has some also inventive weapons in this game, but there's a lot of things to big up about this game. But still, it's definitely a decent game. But it's not going to be sort of like amazing, excellent. And it has a sort of Wolfenstein feel of where everything, you know, is not entirely right. There's a lot of like supernatural sort of stuff involved with it. It's not just, you know, generic World War II first-person shooter. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end this, because now I've been recording for like, I don't know, an hour and a bit. This is probably going to take ages to upload. I didn't expect it to take so this long to get through. As I said, the games I picked up recently, series will probably be coming back. I got some collections to go through. I'm probably going to go through my Xbox 360 collection at some point. Maybe I'll do my PSP, maybe I'll do my PS2, I have no idea. And I'm saying I'll do my PC, but that's going to have to split up in different segments. Say I'll probably do like 2 videos on my Steam collection, or 1, depends how long it takes to get through it. 1 video for my Gamersgate, and 1 video for my goodoldgames.com games I own. Or perhaps both of them combined, and then have like with my download games added in with one of them or something. And then my games which actually own on disc. But that's all for another time, so until then, keep watching my videos. Now, it's better than recording all this. Goodbye.